The following is Fall 2008 Math 125 Department Final. In this video, I will do number 32 and 33. Number 32, graph the function hx equals to ln x minus 3. If we observe this is coming from original function h0x equals to ln x, and the graph of that looks like this. Okay, we have a vertical asymptote y-axis, and the x-intercept is 1, 0. Okay, now hx is obtained from h0x move down 3 units, right? So by the transformation, we expect to move this down. So you see the vertical asymptote will stay y-axis, right? Because you just move it down. But how about the 1, 0 there? If you move it down 3 units, it will be 1, now -3. Okay, 1, -3. We expect to see one of the point 1, -3. Okay, so later on the graph will be approximately like this. Now, of the following, you can see that this one is not, because you have 1, 3, and this one also not, because the vertical asymptote is not y-axis. Okay, you have two candidates, A or D, and please be aware you have this option here, none of this. So even if we eliminate one of them, either one of them, you still need to anticipate that even the leftover is or is not the actual solution. Okay, now let's check one more thing. I think we can check the x-intercept. The x-intercept is by setting the y equals to 0, and then we'll solve for x. This is 3 equals to ln x, right? And if I rewrite it in exponential form, then I will see e to the power of 3 equals to x. Now, if I use my calculator, e to the power of 3 that gives me x equals to 20.09 approximately. Okay, so it will be a very far one. Now earlier we said that we already eliminate B and C, right? Okay, now we can eliminate A because the x-intercept of part A is 4, 0. Now the only candidates we can have here is D or E. Okay, apparently this goes further, and still we cannot really eliminate this D here, because D so far satisfy the equation. Now let us make sure that one of the coordinates we have is 1, -3. When x equals to 1, it will be right in the middle here, right? When I drop it down, I want to see that this will go to -3 here, and I hope now we can confirm, right? When this is 1, I get -3. Okay, now for that reason, then we can be sure that the final answer will be D. Okay, that's for number 32. So you see, the key to help us here is the fact that we know the basic function has x-intercept 1, 0, and once we know the transformation of moving it down 3 units, we get 1, -3. That's the key to confirm that D is the solution. Okay, of course, one of the help we have is x equals to the x-intercept is 20 something comma 0, in which that is the one we use to eliminate a. Okay, now so you see that we have x-intercepts and another one coordinate to help us pinpoint which one is the solution. Okay, now let's go on to number 33. You and your college roommate travel to your respective hometowns in the same amount of time. So my time and his time or her time are the same. Let me call that my time and my friend's time are the same. Now, I drive 200 miles. My friend drives 180 miles. Okay, your friend's average speed is 6 miles per hour lower than, right, your average speed. So let V be my average speed, you can see that the time is equals to the distance over the speed, right? Because the speed times the time is distance. The speed times the time equals to distance. So the time equals to distance divided by the speed. Okay, that's what I use. Now I put those equations here because they have the same time, right? Now the distance that I travel is 200 miles with my speed is v equals to my friend's distance is 180 over his or her speed, which is 6 miles per hour less than my speed. Now from here you see that we happen to end up with a proportion, right? Even if you don't see that as a proportion, then you will multiply by the LCD, which is v times v minus x. Okay, but if we see that as a proportion, we can do what we call cross multiply, then we get 200 times v minus 6 equals to 180v, right? From here I do the standard procedure, I do the distribution, so I get 200v minus 180v equals to 120. I'm sorry, 1200, and 20v equals to 1200, so v equals to 60. In other words, my average speed is 60 miles per hour, and the answer is B. Okay, now this is for fall 2008 Math 125 Department Final, number 32 and number 33.